On Wednesday, August 13th.
Ooh, consistent.
Taylor Swift dropped, or I should say announced actually, her album on her boyfriend, Travis Kelce's podcast. Great New Heights. Such
New
Great
height.
Heights.
New Heights.
Oh,
Such Great Heights.
Is that song?
Sorry, Bushwick. It's
that was
really
really Bushwick of me. Oh, emo amazing. I'm stronger than the troops. I watched a live stream. Yeah, I did actually. I actually started watching it
Was it a real
originally on
live
TikTok.
stream, or did they just like record it in advance and drop it?
I think it was a real live stream because they were really chatting for a long time.
Then
But
where
then
did
there
the
was
clips
one
come
cut.
from?
Wait, but there was one cut. Oh, wait, you're right. No. Well, I watched they streamed it live.
Yeah.
And I watched.
Love it.
Because someone had to. And Hunter said, nose fucking goes. She said, that's your community, girl. Go ahead and tap in those white people.
Just quickly be for real.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not doing that.
I got chores. I got a child at home.
Yes.
Okay, so quick little recap of it. I was cleaning my room. I was doing what I could to
Don't
pay
try to
attention.
clean it up. Just go ahead.
Okay,
just go
fine.
ahead and
I
say you
locked
were
in. I
locked
sat
in.
down.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
One, my main takeaway was, wow, like my girl is so serious about her work. I knew that, of course,
Oh,
but
I thought you were gonna say about her man.
that too, in a way that actually shocked me. They're really serious about each other.
Yeah.
I love the way he looks at her. Like he is down delirious. He thinks she is the smartest woman on the planet. And I'm not saying I'm not calling her dumb. I just was like, he does seem though sometimes like it is his first day on earth. And I like that in a man. Don't get me wrong. I love a himbo.
I love a dumb job.
But it is, I was watching it thinking I was watching High School Musical too. And I was like, wait, this is Troy and Gabriella Boots.
You know
And
what?
I like it.
You know what it reminds me of? When oh my gosh, Jenny Slate was dating Chris Evans.
Oh my God, I forgot about
she
that.
gave an interview to Vulture, and she'd like just got out of like a divorce, like, and was like, "Oh, I love, what I love about Chris is that he's like primary colors. He's like crayons." And I was like, "Oh, interesting. Okay, so what should we take from that?"
Oh my God, I love that. That's a great quote. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't play about her, and you can tell, and his brother, you can tell their families don't even play about each other. So I'm kind of hoping that this is long haul. But more
I love the
importantly,
brother.
I love the brother too.
Yeah, with his
He's
big
goofy as
eyebrows.
hell.
Yeah.
I like the way he talks.
And
too.
I like his wife as well.
Oh, let me get to Googling.
Yeah.
Anyway, something that she said on this that I was like, I wonder if this will be a standout note for Hunter, was that it's 12 tracks only. No more, no less. She was like, I know that I said another one and another one and another one last time. I'm not doing that again. She also set up something that I was like, you people noticing this is crazy. But she said that her fans had noticed the very last Eras tour date, she walked out through an orange door instead of her normal exit route. And it was again, she's so deadpan being like, so it was a sign that I wasn't quite done with Eras tour. I was just entering a new era. Mm-hmm.
This is what it's like to go to Bible study for an evangelical youth group. It's like, and so what messages can we get from the written word?
And let me tell you, going to the Eras tour did feel like going to a mega church. Complimentary, kind of. I had one of the best nights of my life.
I believe it. I remember when our friend Rachel was like, "Oh, would you come to the Eras tour with me? Like, I can get us tickets." And I was like, respectfully, no.
Yeah.
She's like, "But the tickets will be free." And I was like, "But I don't want to go. It's not worth airfare.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I just don't.
Me.
If it's $1, that's too much."
Oh my God!
But
that's kind of nasty.
No,
$1.
Sorry, in this economy, no. But I did go see the movie.
Yeah, in this economy, I missed 200,000 Substack subscribers. She said,
what?
I can't afford $1 trip to Denver, Colorado.
No.
Taylor
But
Swift.
what I did do, I did go see the Eras Tour movie in theaters.
Okay.
In Williamsburg Cinema, there were 4 women in the theater.
Okay, so you got $17.99 to spare.
Yeah, well, yes. And I cried. I cried when she was at the piano doing some midnights during the Midnights era when she was singing You're on Your Own, Kid.
Oh.
I was like, wow, okay, so this is like dream realized. Like she had done all of this stuff, like laughed at all the fake jokes, like been all the mean stuff, and like has made it through the other side. And that was really special and beautiful. But what can I say? I'm not a Swiftie. I'm a tree paniac.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you cried during any kind of folklore song. That's a real era of tears.
No, but I cry every time I'm on a flight and I hear the song Peace from Folklore.
Ooh, August
does make me cry.
Oh,
because I'm sorry, I've been meaning to tell you, I think your house is haunted, but your dad's always mad. That must be why.
How do you know Louis Dix? Okay, wait. Well, something I did during the Eras tour is I fell asleep. That show was long as hell.
When did you fall asleep during?
It must have been during maybe Evermore. Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? Travis was talking about who the real athlete was in the relationship. And he was like, I watched this girl do countless shows, 3 hours, sometimes 3 hours plus, of just, it's dancing to a certain degree, but still singing, belting, running up and down that stage in that little frilly Reformation dress.
Let me pause. Dancing to a certain degree, that was nasty. That was the nasty.
They know that I have a dance background. Sometimes we have to.
Here we go.
You want to
see a step ball change.
I, for once, kickball change, actually. But I don't mind that she can't dance. I think it's a part of what makes her accessible to the common man.
Absolutely.
For sure.
But I've often said that I think Tom Cruise and Beyonce should go head to head because she does more in any one of her shows than he does in any Mission Impossible. I'll say that.
But what doesn't connect her to the common man is the amount of albums she is putting out. She's never beating the capitalism allegations, I fear.
Oh, like all like the different covers and that kind of thing?
No, not the different.
Or just like the volume of
music. Because, I think that there's something that is so beautiful about watching an artist mature. And it's not that you don't see that with Taylor Swift, because there is, as we will get to later, so many eras of her.
Yeah.
But it's hard to connect to them when it feels like they're pumped out incessantly.
Interesting. Because I did have a thought about Tortured Poets. I wonder if we held on to this for a little.
Say it.
And like had, I don't know. I felt a lot of that music, which is not my favorite of her albums. It all felt a little bit like, okay, we're hitting the same beats over and over. Like you can tell the Maddie Healy songs and like the Fujo Alban songs and like the when she like gets in the Travis era. And I'm like, honestly, also, I don't like the idea that Maddie Healy gets a whole album about him. I don't like that at all.
But that's actually what, again, connects her to the human man. We all have one smelly motherfucker that let us down. That unfortunately holds a place in
And it wasn't
our heart.
Calvin Harris. And it wasn't any one of her other exes.
Ooh, there's many for her to pick from.
You know how I feel about Joe Alwyn, though? Yeah. I think Joe Alwyn is marked safe, though, from the discourse, from the Stan Wars, because that man was put on this earth to inspire False God, Delicate, Call It What You Want, Dress. She only put that dress for him to take it off.
False God is a song for hips. She was in her hips. She was fucking for real.
Yes.
No, I don't want to find out. But I was going to say, when Tortured Poets came out, I immediately was like, snooze, miss on this. But then when I revisited it months later,
after a breakup,
really,
because that's when it started hitting for me. I said, actually, I hear what she's putting in the song.
So much more. And I think it wasn't like a matter of re-listening to the album. I was just feeling a little oversaturated with Taylor Swift. I wanted a beat to breathe.
Yeah.
Anyway, but, now listening to the way she talks about this album, which she's really, and she stands on business with her work, but she's talking about it with her chest in a way that I am kind of excited for it now.
Well, what I am also excited for is that no more Jack Antonoff in this record, she said. He's Jack Antonoff, the record.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to
say. And it's Max Martin. I mean, I want like I want a heavy pop record.
One of my favorite albums. Something that I also like, old collaborators, is the photos for the album is the same photographer as the Reputation era. Not that was my favorite artwork, but I really loved the way that it was shot. I hate the type. I hate the type on the album. I think it cheapens the photos because the photos are actually fab.
Yeah, the typeface kind of looks like it was in like Microsoft Paint.
Yes.
It's giving that.
I didn't think we needed all that razzle dazzle on top of it. The photos are eating.
No, I think the photos are good.
And the body is tea.
The body's been tea, though.
Yeah, but tea in a way where it's like, you are fucking. You know when someone's hips get a little bit more hipped? Yeah, call me if you know what that means.
It's always like,
it's like the way my mom looked at me and knew that I had sex when I was in high school. She was like, your hips look different.
I think this is a you thing. I think you're the only person to make this observation.
I have therapy later today. Don't you worry.
Okay, this is what we also have to talk about. Speaking of Travis.
Yeah.
Cover of GQ, September issue.
I saw.
Styled by La Roche.
I saw.
Well, I didn't read the story because I thought you'd tell me everything I need to know.
Yeah, well, no. I looked at the photos, though, and I'm right in between of it. I think, I get the Florida, because he moved back home to Florida, I think, or something.
Girl, I don't know where he's from.
I actually don't. I think I'm making shit up.
I'd
be doing that sometimes. He's from Ohio, and I said Florida. What the fuck?
Oh, girl.
Keep that in.
You lie.
I say so many things.
Well, Kansas City,
which we love Kansas City.
Why?
No. What the hell? I lied again.
What was that?
What's going on with me today? Thank God I have therapy later.
I'm so glad this is all on camera. You lie so much you can't even keep up with your freaking lies.
I didn't love the photos. I didn't love the styling. I like him as like a himbo character. I think he
Yeah.
serves the purpose that he needs, which is just to be like dumb and hot and like love his woman. Okay.
I will say no disrespect to La Roche, but this is really the first time that she has outserved him in the relationship.
The Birkin in the swamp, which normally I love that sentence.
Birkin in the swamp sounds like bees in the trap.
Sounds like a Lana Del Rey album.
Well,
with her,
if you're gonna take it there,
no, bring it up later because I want to stay on Taylor for a minute.
Okay.
I want to talk about some of the track list names. One of them made me think about you, which is one of the track list names is Eldest Daughter. Hunter hates an eldest daughter.
What do you mean?
You're always like, they always complain.
I'm the eldest daughter.
You're the only daughter.
Well, period.
Oh,
so one and done.
God.
It sounds like they hit perfection and decided to stop. I.e. divorce. Okay, wait. The other ones I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Taylor. Girl.
Sure,
ruin the friendship. Have done it before. Would recommend.
I would recommend.
Okay, the wish list with the dollar signs.
$2.
I said, okay.
Don't get cozy now. Just let you back in our black graces.
I'm not gonna touch that one. This is wish list. That's the album title of someone who deep fries their photos that they post on Instagram, which she does.
Yeah, that's true. Father figure.
Honey is a Mariah Carey song.
So careful. And a Robin song.
Oh yeah, period. I love me some
actually.
Robin. Honestly, I would love to see Robin in this mix.
Well, she has no features except for the titular role, the title track. Sabrina Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is smart. Sabrina Carpenter is really doing a showgirly thing right now. Not showgirl, no. She's giving more like
pinup.
Yeah, which I like on her.
Yeah,
I think it's a fun little look.
No,
the title tracks have me a little nervous. I love that her albums have all turned into a sentence, a paragraph, if you will. And I love her commitment to the number 13.
Oh.
So, really that.
I love that for you. Let's have your top 3 Taylor Swift eras, please.
Top 3 Taylor eras. Okay. Of course, this has nothing to do with her albums, but top 3 Taylor moments are: number 3, Taylor alone on that boat after breaking up with Harry Styles in 2013 and people comparing the photos to Princess Diana.
Okay.
We got a chuckle in the room, just so you know. Producer laughed. Number 2, Taylor not kissing Karlie Kloss at the 1975 concert.
Oh God, here we go.
That's the song. The dress is really about that. Number 1, when Taylor Swift wore that harness backwards in 2015. If you know, you know. And if you know, you're gay. It was beautiful.
Interesting. Okay.
What are your Taylor Swift top 3 moments?
I'm so glad you asked. I actually have quite a bit. I have some honorable mentions.
Come on, Laura.
Okay, number 1 is that one photo shoot she did, like her only really good photo shoot. That was for the
American Vogue one, where she's Uncle Sam.
No, not that one. It was like for like a random like French magazine, I think, but it's like where she like looks very kind of a little bit bi, a little bit like kind of like menswear, a little bit menswear. I'll find the photo.
Next.
But she looks so good in it. And people said she looked so good that she had to like put on a Reformation dress because she looked too cool.
Next.
Okay. Okay. Number 2, Folklore. The Folklore Live thing on Disney Plus, that really was like my introduction. I had not really listened to Taylor Swift before then, but that Folklore was the album that I was like, oh, I'm locked in.
Wow. Entering at Folklore is folklore. I don't know why I said it like that. Is crazy.
Well, what can I say?
Okay.
I'm
late in life. Swiftie.
No.
Right.
Okay. And then when she cut me in line at the bathroom at the New York Film Festival premiere of The Favorite. And I would have cut me in line too, because I met Joe Alwyn that night and I said, you know what, sister, I see it. Let them all talk. Because this in front of me is a man. And he is fine as fuck. And you don't see it.
Really?
It does not come across in photos. You have to be standing right in front of him and be like, okay, period. I see why you keep him under lock and key.
I got a good eye on him, I guess.
I would move to London for him. London boy. That's his invisible string. Anyone? Okay. And then honorable mention is her drunk at the Grammys that one time. Whenever she won for Midnight.
She always kind of wasted at the Grammys.
Well, but this was like the one time when she was like petting Haim. Like she was like Jack Antonoff was like, okay, like
we gotta relax.
Sit down. Yeah. But that I was like, you go head on, girl. Yeah. You be drunk at the Grammys.
Wait, I'm dying. We are well over time. We're gonna talk about this for 5 minutes. It's been 17, by the way. We've got to press pause. But circle back to when it comes out. October
3rd. October 3rd.
10 plus 3. Numerology.
Wow. I also think it's National Boyfriend's Day. That's what someone said on TikTok.
I want to unhear that. Cut.
Okay. Sorry.
Cut.
Okay, now that we've settled Taylor Swift, this week we're talking about the Naked Gun.
Yep.
And also, okay, I'm going to need you to brace yourself because we will be joined by the Countess herself, Luann de Lesseps, the cabaret queen. Let me, I've been saying this actually. Let me say this.
Oh my God, let me say this.
Are you looking for a home for your worst opinions?
Are you a hater first, but a lover of pop culture second? Consider this a glorified group chat, but we're not calling you out. No. We're calling you in. It's a safe space
to talk some shit.
But of course, from Wondery, I'm Peyton Dix.
And I'm Hunter Harris.
And this is Let Me Say This.
Let me say this.
Let me say this.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
I wanted to see The Naked Gun.
Yep.
Because one of my friends said that they thought this movie was so funny they had to watch scenes of it from the most furthest back seat in the theater next to a trash can because they thought they were going to throw up from laughing so hard.
Wait, that's crazy.
I know. And I read that on their close friends and I said, okay, yeah, get me in there.
Yeah.
I got to get in.
Did you puke?
No.
Oh.
I laughed a lot though. But the part that took me out, truly big cackle was, spoiler alert, although it's pretty hard to spoil because it's just comedy, was the joke about a man gives a woman a glass of champagne and he's like, oh, you'll love it. It's from Bill Cosby's private collection.
Oh my, a woman being Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, I couldn't remember the guy's name.
Yeah.
Danny Huston.
Oh, I don't know his government name, but okay, Pam Anderson loved her in this.
Yeah,
so
good.
What a star.
She is so, and the scatting scene, I thought that's so funny. It was very Kim Cattrall. Very that.
Shibba-da-doo-doo-day. I love that. They barked at all the he-dogs. Habba-doo-day. Anyway, that's for a specific community. Yeah, I thought she was fabulous in this. I also had so much more fun than I thought that I would. I love physical comedy.
Yeah.
Sorry, it gets me every time.
Yeah.
Directed by Akiva Schaffer, produced by Seth MacFarlane. So it was just going to be goofy as hell. The amount of times I was like, what the fuck? In the theater was crazy.
There were so many visual gags too, when the claws are picking up a car out of a little swamp or something. It's the carnival game where you the claws of finding something. I don't know. You can tell I don't go to a lot of carnivals.
But even in the very beginning, the title sequence when it starts do Naked Gun, then the letters are on the screen, and then it was too far gone, so the U and the N had to go under the.
Yes,
I'm
that stuff that was so funny.
They got me good.
It's good to go to theater and do a little hee hee ha ha. It's not since Friendship, the movie about boys being friends that
have laughed that hard.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I mean, it's no episode of Veep, but yeah, it got the blood pumping.
There was one very specific scene for me was when he's having an inner monologue about looking at Pam Anderson.
Yes.
And then each cop adds, there are more and more cops, you hear all their inner monologue.
Yes.
And then there's one lesbian cop that's in there. And I was like, period. But my main takeaway from this movie is I want to get this on the record on this podcast now and early.
Okay. No one's stopping you.
I think it's a Fergie renaissance is upon us.
Oh, well, I've been saying it.
Yeah, when we had Devin in this podcast, and I was like, where's the love? Bring it back, because I'm asking those same questions. Fergie in that little Too Much music video remake promo
London
they did.
Bridge.
The amount of Fergie representation in this movie alone.
Mm-hmm.
What did they say? They were like, oh, the Duchess? I can never forget her.
Well, and some of us got grounded for downloading the Duchess on iTunes on the family computer. Yes. You know what London Bridge is about?
Tell us.
Putting it in and taking it out.
Okay. Oh. Yep.
Well, it's bad.
Yeah. My mom got me a karaoke machine and
Wait, the MTV one?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Money. But she walked into my room. I would sing on it all the time. And what was I singing? My Humps.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
All that junk up in your trunk. I'm gonna get you drunk. Get you love drunk off my humps. Perfect duet karaoke song, by the way.
No, so good.
Anyway, that was my main feeling with the movie.
Love Fergie. Love her national anthem. I'll say it.
Great rendition.
That's the national anthem that this country deserves.
Wait, that's what I was gonna say. She was actually ahead of the times.
No, quite.
She
actually
said, "Fuck America,"
and I'm been saying it. Her and Ariana Grande, really the leaders of the revolution.
And she's one of the few people that can pull off an eyebrow piercing. Not a lot of you bitches can do it. It's
but
really
a lot
hard.
of people try and need to hang it up.
Wait, but I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson now dating Pam Anderson. Do you think it's a PR relationship or do you think it's real?
No, I think it's real. I don't think after the death of Natasha Richardson, like so sad. I don't think you could do a PR relationship after that. To open this movie, to open a comedy.
Yeah, a movie this fucking crazy.
Yeah, where a Netflix password is in the end credits. No, it's not a PR relationship. Be serious.
Also, I don't think Pam Anderson would do that. She's too healed. She's selling pickles. She's not wearing makeup.
Number one writer in Subtext Philosophy section, Pamela
Really?
Anderson. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Well,
but now I do.
Yeah. But how do you feel about Liam Neeson?
He's never been my ministry.
Okay.
I remember that 2019 interview he did about like hunting down a black man, and that was just like weird as fucking racist as hell.
Yeah.
I never cared about him to begin with, though. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have any big feelings about him baseline even before that news. What about you? Do you have a big Liam Neeson love?
Not really. I mean, I think that was crazy. Don't want to revisit that. Yeah. I hope he stays away from
us
patrolling black neighborhoods.
yeah, Brooklyn.
On or off the clock. But I like this movie.
I liked it too.
I thought it was. I like to see like a studio comedy. You know,
he's a nice speaking voice. That's all I'll give him.
Okay. Have you seen him when he was younger?
I don't need to.
Just gotta find one who's younger.
I don't need it.
You know, calling.
I got Ethan Hawke. I'll do that.
You said you got Ethan Hawke?
Yeah.
There's like a 20-year difference between the two of those people.
Oh. White men all kind of blend to me.
Totally. And I love that for you.
Thanks. Me and Fergie doing the radical work. Yeah. This is big.
No,
this is major.
This is major.
They're not ready. You're not ready.
I'm actually not ready. I never get starstruck, but today it's broken.
Yeah. No, actually, I've never seen Hunter shy like this. Like, she's like spent her entire career like profiling pretty much everyone, and Hunter was like, "Do you think she'll like it? Do you think this will work?"
With us today, we have Countess Luann, the cabaret star, recording artist, and one of my favorite housewives, my favorite New York housewife for sure. And we will be talking about cabaret, RHONY, music, and she's making time for us in the middle of a very busy year.
A busy run.
She has 3 shows coming up. $3 Bill on August 21st, the Vic Theater in Chicago, September 13th, and Hello Toronto, October 9th.
Mrs. Worldwide, welcome to the
stage. Countess Worldwide, I'll say.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. I'm excited to be here.
So usually when people come on the show, we ask them if they consider themselves lovers or haters, but we know you are a real lover girl, Miss Countess Luann.
You are also the cabaret queen. So we are curious, are you a lover or hater of the Taylor Swift Showgirl era?
So my love affair with showgirlness has been for a long time. And so I love a showgirl. I love, variety. That's why I started my cabaret is like, I grew up with Carol Burnett, Cher. I love variety shows, and I love a showgirl, who gets dressed for you, who entertains you. Yeah. Basically, you can sit on her couch and be like, follow me and let me entertain you. So yeah, I love a showgirl, and I love the idea of, about how they dress. I mean, how does a showgirl dress?
Have you seen Showgirls, the movie?
Well, yes, of course.
Okay, a classic. I just want to make sure we're off.
Yes. So I love that Taylor's doing that, and she makes a pretty darn good looking showgirl. I can tell you that.
I would say so too.
No, she was taking it.
Those
and like
photos
in
were
that
eating.
like diamond kind of corset thing. Yeah, that was good. I was
climbing over the seats.
She had me feeling Giovanni. Let's put it that way.
Oh, we're in good company.
I'm so ready. Okay, one more follow-up for you. Last week we had the actress Jinx Monsoon, who's currently starring in Oh Mary, where it's like about Mary Todd Lincoln who wants to be a cabaret
I've seen
star.
It.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell us what you thought of Oh Mary.
Oh, I love that. I mean, I loved, who's the actor that I saw originally?
Probably Cola Scola.
Yes, King. Yeah. Amazing. I mean, I loved it because, the dream came true. And, I think a lot of people dream of doing something like, cabaret, showgirl, but they don't really have the balls to do it. I mean, for lack of other words, but I think that a lot of people dream of that, and they don't, they just don't have the guts to get up there and finally do it. And I think that's so important, and I think it's a great example for people. They led with a great example, which is, you know what, live your dream, live your best life. Who cares what people think, and that's important to me.
Yeah. How do you think you have like navigated that on your own? Do you think that like, how did you find the guts to get on stage and perform? I mean, some people get like really bad stage fright.
Well, it was very scary. When I did my first cabaret show, it was at 54 Below where I got my start. And so no pressure. It was my first show. It was filmed for Bravo. So I had all the housewives there to judge me.
Of course.
And I literally could not come out of the dressing room. I said to my makeup artist at the time, I said, I can't go. I forgot everything I'm supposed to say. And she goes, no, you're going to be fine once you get out there. And, for me, it's once you get your feet wet, after a couple minutes, I'm like, you have to drag me off the stage because I actually do love it.
A quick pivot. You had mentioned Love Hotel, which we watched, and we had Joel Kim Booster on to talk about. What are your dating red flags and deal breakers?
Dating red flags for me are, if a man is looking you in the eyes, right? Grabs your attention. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who's only has eyes for me and who is kind and who is generous. And the deal breakers are the ones who are not kind, the ones who are not generous, and the ones who's coming in the door next. You're at dinner, you're sitting there, and the head keeps turning as the door opens and somebody else walks in. So those are deal breakers for me.
Okay, I want to stay on Bravo for a second, and I have to know, what did you think about Andy and Carol Radziwill making up and her appearance on Watch What Happens Live?
I love, resolution. There's conflict and then there's resolution. We all like to see, I would hope, people, make up. It's been a long time since I've seen Carol recently. Actually, I saw her at a party, and nice to her and whatever. We don't hang, but I was glad to see that those two, came back together, and everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah, totally.
Speaking of, I guess now more present day in terms of the new RHONY cast, why do you think that reboot didn't work out?
Well, because they weren't really friends. So that makes the whole difference. When, you throw a bunch of girls together, there's no real history there. I think what makes casts work is that there is real friendships. Now, like in Beverly Hills, maybe they bring on a girl that doesn't really know the group that well, but you need the core, right? The core group. So even if you bring a new person, that I don't think makes a big difference. I think that the core group really have to be friends. And I think that's really how the franchises work. And you could see that they weren't really friends. And at least I could. And, I think they should just meld the cast or do something like that. I don't know. I've moved on. I've done Crappy Lake. Then I was on Love Hotel. So, but you never know. I never say no. I say maybe.
Say maybe, like to going back or to doing another show?
Well, maybe to going back to Housewives.
Okay.
If there ever is a reboot. Maybe there's an Ultimate Girls Trip left in us.
Oh,
I'd like
my
to
gosh.
see the Housewives on Below Deck. Let's send the OGs of New York on Below Deck. I want to be with Captain Sandy on the Med.
Someone get Andy on this Zoom right now.
Please. No, we're producers
we're
now.
Cooking with gas.
We're producing. Okay, I have to ask you my favorite piece of RHONY. I don't know, something that I'm always curious about is Harry Dubin. Harry Dubin is the most ran through man in Manhattan. What kind of riz does this guy have? Is he that cool?
Well, no, Harry is charming.
Okay.
There's a lot to be said for charm. I like a man who's charming. And Harry was always very charming, from a good family, a lot of money, good education. I like that about a boy. And Harry was just, in our circle. And boy, was he in our circle. Too close to the circle. But anyway, and Harry was a good time. Harry's so much fun, charming, and knows a lot of people, just socially interesting. And, so we had a lot of fun with Harry on the show. And I think it's the charm that really made him have lasting power.
Every friend group needs one man that's
staying
kind of
power.
passed around.
Staying power, not lasting power.
Yes.
Staying power. At the time. I don't know how long he lasts, but I can tell you, not very long.
Oh, you gotta stay with us. You gotta keep you here all day, girl.
This
could go on
is
all
my
day.
life. Oh gosh, I'm loving it.
Oh, wait. What was your favorite, I would say, Real Housewives trip? Girls trip.
I thought you were going to say moment. I have a moment and I have a trip. I have to say, singing with Natalie Cole on the show for me was just epic. And I think Morocco is probably one of my favorite because I hosted that trip to the third world country, and the villa was amazing. This is not the Plaza Hotel. This is where Herman Munster's shoes. Even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes. There were so many good moments on that. Is that a buffalo coming down the stairs? So I love that trip because it was just gorgeous. And it's when, Bravo was spending more money on trips.
Wait,
recession indicator.
The tariffs.
I love that you said Morocco. That is, I think, one of the most underrated trips. It's so funny. Like you and Alex, and Alex and Kelly. It's so good. I think it gets overshadowed by Scary Island.
You had the way that Hunter pitched me onto the show was saying you need to get to Morocco and you need to get to Scary Island and you'll know everything that you need to know. Lock in.
Yes, because we're both late to RHONY watchers.
We're late in life.
Wow. Yes, I only watched last year, and so it all feels very present.
Wow. Good for you because it's TV gold. I mean,
oh my gosh.
When we did New York, I mean, it was just, there was OC. And we're so different. I mean, and we have New York City as our backdrop, which is incredible because people either they've lived in New York and they miss it, or they aspire to live in New York City and they get to see it through, through our journey. And so, yeah, I think that's why people, love so much RHONY because it's New York is another housewife in the story.
Totally. But also the drama on this show was it really felt like real core, friendships that were watching them grow and change and evolve. And
and our kids were growing up. We were getting, I got Aston on the show, our dog. I had Rosie who was running the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. Noelle had the bird. I mean, we all kind of had houses out in the Hamptons. It was just, the closest thing to Sex and the City and Desperate Housewives as you can get.
Yes. And it was in that era that it felt so real and so less produced in the way that I had watched the new Real Housewives of New York first, and it felt very stale. I couldn't get behind it, and that's when Hunter said, "Let me bring you to the holy text.
Yes,
come on in."
Because these women have known each other for decades, and the new women had known each other for minutes, weeks. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now that Bethany and I think Jill and maybe Ramona are all in Florida, do you think that a Palm Beach set RHONY would work?
Well, now we're talking Golden Girls.
No. But maybe you're right. Maybe we need New York as a character in the show.
Let's move in together. That would be hysterical. Let's move into Florida together. I mean, I think I would come and visit, but never say never. And I think it could be hysterical. I mean, you got the Housewives of Miami, but Palm Beach is still fair.
Yeah.
It's open and fair.
Yeah. Which housewives friendship do you think has changed the most since you've left the show?
Housewives friendship, what do you mean?
Of someone in the Bravo world, or someone you've grown closer to, or someone that you don't see as often?
Well, it's really funny because Ramona and I used to be frenemies, right? Mm-hmm. And now I see Ramona all the time. I don't know if you've been watching my Instagram or TikTok, but I just redid the walk with Ramona without the crazy eyes. I mean,
sans crazy eyes. We put those to bed. We put those to the side.
So, and I invite her now, I'll invite her to things and she's just like, Lou, we learned to have great friends, but you know what? I love our friendship because you're so amazing as a woman. And, we're women who support women.
No, that's us. I love it.
We're going to do a quick ranking of these housewife lines.
Yes.
Hunter.
Okay. Okay. Rank these lines. You saying in the scene, be cool, don't be all uncool. When you say not really, which is my favorite part of that scene.
Yeah, me too.
Dorinda saying clip or Bethany saying mention it all.
They're all good. I mean, Dorinda with the clip. I was crawling under the table at that point. I thought she might attack me with her clip hands.
Yes.
And I love Dee. Dee and I are really tight. Bethany, you know, I think did she open her legs in that scene?
Yes.
Like, mention it all.
Yes.
Like, here we go. Just open my legs.
Flexible queen. Yeah.
Epic. I mean, that and Aviva throwing her leg on the table. I don't, you know.
Aviva throwing her leg, but my favorite part of that, which I just rewatched that scene last night, is you saying, "Can we get the leg off the table, please?" Like, this is so crazy.
Let's go.
You know, it's so funny because in that scene, I am laughing my ass off because, and my big turquoise necklace, because the woman's leg is on the table, and what was I thinking? I'm thinking, oh my God, her dirty shoe is next to my silverware.
Oh, and that's why you're my favorite.
And that's why
I'm
you're a
laughing at
countess.
myself, really,
Yes,
because that's my
yes.
thought when the woman's leg is on the table, you know. And that's why I said, can we please get the leg off the table? You know?
I love it.
God
No,
forbid.
that's
Yeah.
so what I would say because that's disgusting.
Just a little bit of class.
Right?
here.
Like, you know,
Please.
I
In New
never
York City.
lose, you know, money can't buy you class, or, you know.
Famously.
So it's like,
Famously it can't.
Okay. Obviously, with the Andy Cohen, specifically the Love Island reunion coming up, we thought this could be helpful for the girls at home and hopefully maybe future housewives. What is the secret to navigating a good reunion?
knowing how to shut somebody up.
Ooh, and how do you do that?
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, it's very hard. And he's like, please, you know, he'll stand up and he's like, they still keep going. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, you know, on the reunion, you have to give everybody their space and their time to speak. And a lot of times the girls will jump in and they take over and then they don't stop. They keep repeating the same old thing or they're not believable or, you know, they're just digging the hole deeper.
Yeah.
So I think that's the hardest part is like navigating when people speak. And I think that makes a great reunion because otherwise, you know, they cut around it because they're not going to listen, you know, for that long to the same old blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably the hardest thing to navigate is, you know, controlling the women and controlling the situation.
Yeah, totally. Okay, well, oh my gosh, Luann, thank you so much, Countess, for being with us. Can you tell everyone where you're going to be performing next?
Oh, well, I'm going to be at $3 Bill on August 21st. Then I'm in Chicago on September 13th, the Vic Theater. And then I'm going to Toronto. I'm playing Canada. Well, let's see, Canada, I'm playing October 9th. So you can go to countessluann.com for tickets and follow me on Instagram because I have a lot more shows coming up, including a holiday show in New York at Sony Hall. And then I just got asked to do Mardi Gras in Australia.
Oh my
she's
gosh.
booked and busy.
Oh my God. Listen, world tour. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I cannot wait to spend Christmas with you. No, we're coming.
Yeah.
We're coming.
You're adopting us. Legally, you have to now. All right.
Thank you so
I
much.
can't wait to see you there. And you're going to hear, son, you got run over by a reindeer.
Playing in my ears on a loop. Thank you so much, Countess.
Thank you. It's Leo season.
Still.
And thank God for it. So don't have an attitude.
The Virgos are banging on the door, but okay.
Speaking of having an attitude, my therapist really gagged me this week.
What'd she say?
I said, I know that I'm feeling frustrated, but like, should I like have an attitude about it? Like, am I about to have an attitude about this?
Oh.
And she said, hold on. What's the difference between being frustrated and having an attitude? And I said, ask my mom. Because she'll know. She'll be the one to tell you.
And what did your therapist say?
She left.
Yeah.
She gives her loss very sparingly. I felt like star student.
I love a comedy set during therapy. That's where I test out material.
It is my tight 10.
Yeah.
Well, my tight, I guess, 45.
Yeah.
I also have to bring to the space. Did you see the quote that Leo DiCaprio gave to Esquire?
Yep. Let's say it.
About being, he said he's 50, turning 51 in the fall, and said, but emotionally, I feel 35. I know a bitch who listens to SZA, who wakes up in the morning and presses play on SOS. I know that girl when I see her, and that is him.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm going to be toxic and just not even lie about it. I'm just going to be toxic.
I think you can emotionally identify with a different age, but there's a cap. Like you can only go like 5 years younger or 5 years older, not like 20. not 2 decades.
Imagine. He's like, so that age gap between my girlfriend and I, it's not
Not
20
that bad.
years. It's actually just 8.
Yeah, it's just Leo math.
How? Well, no, I'd say boy math. Leo math is dollars and cents, making money.
I meant Leo DiCaprio, not Leo the sign.
Oh, well, you always have a gun pointing to me, so
that's
God
true.
forbid I
Maybe both.
stand up for myself. How old are you emotionally?
27, I think. And also 52. Oh, I just broke my own rule. You can't count on me for nothing. I'll tell you that. You can't count on me for shit. Anyway, but I'm a woman. I can do what I want.
Yeah.
Do you like my shirt?
Slipknot?
Thank you for thinking I'm that cool, but close second, Nickelback.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually one of those like gatekeeping bitches that's like, oh, you're wearing an AC/DC shirt? Name one album. I don't listen to AC/DC, but I would ask the question just to stir up drama.
Okay. So just to be clear, no one is asking you to prove that you deserve to have a
I will.
Nickelback shirt. So no one asked.
I can play baseball in. And I'm something nothing enough for tempters me. Tell me what you want. I want a credit card that's got no limit. I'm singing Rockstar. Just because I thought the people at home would like that. Yay.
All right, so that's it for this week.
As
Actually,
usual,
thank
we are
God.
too mentally ill, so you don't have to be. I'm not joking. I guess that's it. Yeah, follow us on socials at Let Me Say This Pod, at Peyton Dix, and at Hunter H.
Let Me Say This is hosted by me, Hunter Harris.
And me, Peyton Dix.
Let Me Say This is a production of Wondery.
Let me say